Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 3 crazy rescue dogs, rescued cat, 4 rescued guinea pigs who likes to craft in her spare time, has gone back to school to learn ASL, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message, it boosts my serotonin and my self-esteem, and I could really use that. If you're returning, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab a drink, sit on back, and let's have at it. Okay. So I'm filming now because tomorrow is a wham bam hellacious sort of day. My ex-husband is back into the hospital. They've done one procedure. So far he has not lost his foot. So fingers crossed and prayers said, because yeah. We thought he had a job. That is not working out. Yeah, y'all, I don't know. I'm at a loss. Anyways, okay, so we done that. I have a sinus infection. They're worried that I will end up with it getting worse and going into pneumonia again because so we're on antibiotic. It is making me sick to my stomach. Um, but we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Things are okay. PT cleared me to ride my bike for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Couldn't go down like on my bars or anything. 5 minutes at fa la la pace. And so I did that yesterday. Y'all, it felt so good to be back on my bike. It's been forever. At least it feels like forever. And I miss riding. So that felt really good. Today I did a lot of walking. I went to the Home Expo to interpret. More on that in just a second. So we biked. I also got my silverware drawer fixed. I fixed it. Y'all can laugh at my home improvements, but my home improvement skills are, one, they're getting better. But I'm just going to recommend y'all need a really good glue gun to go with your Gorilla Glue if you don't have clamps. Because I don't have the right kind of clamps to do like the drawers and stuff. And you're supposed to hold the Gorilla Glue for forever and a day for it to set. And I don't have... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit there holding a drawer front. Like, it's just not going to happen. Life. But if you take your glue gun and you glue gun it, it works. So you lay down the glue. So what I've been doing to fix the drawers and the drawer front, so I lay down my glue, really healthy, happy dosage of Gorilla Glue. And I have my glue gun already hot. And then, I don't know why I have these wispies, but whatever. Y'all know I'm not like, look, y'all aren't coming to my show for fashion. If you want fashion, Kef from Snug Harbor Crafts is really good at like the fashion and the makeup stuff. That is not me. God love her for that. It's not me. Okay, so so then you only have to hold it till the glue gun glue gets cool and hard. And so I have fixed the drawer fronts under the sink and now my silverware drawer. And that's progress. And that's exciting. Because I have been so sick lately, and just really trying to, well, I just want to feel better. I actually haven't been stitching as much. I have been really good about getting office work, some big projects off my desk and moving forward. And tomorrow I have 2 court hearings in the morning. Then I have to film an interpreting video for homework that at night, and then I have class at night. So they're still, yeah, and trying. But okay, so today I went and I interpreted at the Home Building Expo. And of course, the leaf gutter guard people were there. But before we went in, I said to Nick, I'm not communicating with them because every time you tell some crazy story and I never know. And he's like, what? And my partner, Jasmine, is like, oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, there were 3 different companies there with the leaf gutter guards. But we had 3 deaf people with us, and then there were the 3 student interpreters. So we each buddied up with different people. So I partnered with Glenn. Jasmine was with Glenn's wife. Um, and then Katie went with Nick. So we didn't talk to the leaf gut. Like I saw them and we were laughing, but I didn't talk to any of them. Um, but it was really cool. To It was interesting because at this show we had more people actually trying to sign with Glenn and wanted to know, like, hey, how do I say thank you? Or how do I say whatever it was? And that was really neat to see people really trying. We talked to one young guy who actually lives here in the area and goes to the local high school. We talked how he wants to learn sign. And we're like, the community college is right down the street. And you can, at least in our state, we have a program that allows for dual enrollment for high school kids. So usually in their junior and senior year, they take part of their day at high school with their high school classes, and part of their day is at the college taking classes. And so he could take those as part of his dual enrollment. His high school pays for it, like the school district pays for his classes. And by the time he graduates from high school, he's also almost, if not totally, earned his associate's degree. This is brilliant. Like, I love this idea for our kids. So we were talking to him about that. So then they had a presentation about gardens, and Glenn's wife wanted to go. So we actually, so y'all, okay, y'all know I don't have a green thumb. Like, I have like none. Like planting flowers and gardening is just so not in my world. I don't understand the word, like the vocabulary regarding. So I don't like. I know that this is garden. I know that this is flower. I know that this is tree. Like I know the basics, but like when you're talking like rain flow and like I don't know. I don't care. Okay. So we end up, Jasmine and I tag teamed the presentation because it was about a half-hour presentation. And to interpret a half-hour presentation like that on the fly is not easy. It's not easy at all. And we didn't have any time to really prep. Like, hey, could you give us the 30,000 overview so we can maybe have an idea about what you're going to say so that we can make sure we know the vocabulary and the signs? We didn't get any of that. So Jasmine takes the first 15 minutes. I have to feed her a couple words, which totally fine. Like, but it was good. I mean, she did a great job. I appreciate partnering with Jasmine because one, she gives feedback in a really positive way. Like, even if you suck, you would still walk away feeling like I sucked, but I was really good at it. And you wouldn't be like in tears about it. And that's a skill. Okay, so then Jasmine and I switch. And this guy, I swear, y'all, he made up words. I because I asked Jasmine, who's very into gardening. I was like, "Did you know what that word was?" She's like, "No." And I'm sitting there going, "How do I sign a word I don't know? I can't, so I have no idea what the sign is." And I can't finger spell it because I don't know the word. And I'm like, yeah. So you're like I'm trying to turn around behind me to watch his video screen because he's flashing slides, take in his information and spew it out and sign. And yeah, I didn't die. Come to find out, there was an interpreter sitting in the back. She was just at the show, like she knows sign, and she was watching us. And I kept making eye contact with her. And I was like, "Why is she watching me and staring at me? Like, lady, I don't know you. I'm just trying to interpret from like my two friends here, like into practice. I don't know." And she came up to us because then we switched. Katie came up, who was our third. She came up with Nick, and Nick actually had a switch out. So poor Katie got even less prep time than Jasmine and I. And Nick took us. So the lady who was the interpreter came over to us and told Nick, hey, your interpreters did a really they did a nice job. You could tell that they didn't um know all of the signs and things like that, but they certainly got across the information. So yay me, I like that's exciting. Like, proud proud student. So that was very cool. So that said, I will be honest with you, I don't have a lot of stitching. I do have a little bit of haul. Um, and for I think only the third time ever, and one time I was able to catch the order and cancel it before it was came an issue. One time I rebought a quilt pattern book. But for the third time ever, I have bought a duplicate pattern. My dog bells are working. Okay, so um we've gone over that. We've gone over those. Um oh, I know where it is. Okay, I'm really not crazy. Okay. So the first thing I bought was this. This is a gift for my friend. Her birthday was yesterday. I don't now that I'm showing this, maybe I've already showed you this. I don't know. If I showed it to you, you get to see it again. So here we go. Clearly, I have not mailed the package to her, but that's because the other part of her present I'm not finished with. Okay. Ooh, my palm itches. That means I'm gonna get money. I like that. Okay. So this is my duplicate pattern. Can you see why I might have bought it a second time? Toes in the water, face in the sun. What is not to love about thing? Bless me. Okay. Of course. Yeah. So I am not sure if I'm going to just try and like resell it, or I may just yeah, may use it as a prize later. We'll see. Okay. I got that from 123 Stitch. Okay. You'll see the other thing that came in the package too in just a minute. Okay, so stitching. We ended up I did not make all 1,000 stitches on Pandemic for Whip Warriors. And I'm totally fine with that. I still finished the month putting in over 6,000 stitches into full coverage pieces. That's pretty darn good. And I'm totally fine with that. My whip go calls for April are the same as they were for March. So 10 days on Jeep Van Gogh, 10 days on Rosie. That works out perfect. My day is any day I stitch it, one stitch on a project. If it's one stitch, if it's 1,000 stitches, it's one day. If I frog on a project, that counts as a day. Okay. Sorry, my nose. Okay, so I did put in some stitches in Miss Rosie. Oh, y'all. I love this piece so much. And if you had asked me several years ago if I was a car girl, I would have laughed at you. would have absolutely laughed at you. But I love that piece. Love that piece. I love working on it. As much confetti as I put into that piece. Don't ask why. Whatever. I love that piece. Okay. The next one up is my Daruma doll. And it is For Good Luck by Jonesy Diary. And it's the little doll that when you it's a Japanese thing. And they come in different colors, and each color means a different thing. One could be for health, one could be for wealth, one could be, blah blah blah, for love. So you make a wish, and when your wish comes true, you put the second eye on it. So he actually has a little magnet eye that will go into him. So this was with my 52 card whip pickup pull for this last week, and I have his face almost outlined. I had hoped to get more in on this. I just did not have it in me. I am back to doing everybody and their brothers driving, and I don't have the power in me. Okay. So this was one of my other projects that I've been working on. I did get the kitty string. So that was the third thing that was in the package. And now that I'm thinking, I'm 99% sure I've already talked to you about this. Okay, so I am doing the conversion. I'm doing a conversion on this because on my fabric and that it just, the colors seem kind of like the purple seemed just kind of blue. Then the white little bunny didn't show up. So I went to start to work on this the other day while I was sitting waiting for the kids. First of all, we noticed that I remember to space appropriately between the two rows. Y'all, look at my poor bunny. Counting is hard because I went over too many stitches on the first row, and somehow now my bunny has 3 eyes. Yeah. So I have to frog it because unless he's a mutant bunny, bunnies don't have 3 eyes. I just have not brought it upon myself to frog. And that's okay. Okay. So one of the things that did come this week, and I so love these. I got my order from Ymir of my flosses. And what I did is I ordered 2 of her skin tone collections. And she's changed the way she packages them, and I actually I do like them. So now they come in, they're almonds. They're little almond floss drops with their name on them. How sweet is that? And then the number will stay on them. I love the little floss nuggets that she did, but when you took the label off of them, I was like, yeah, I don't know what color I have. So I ordered 2 of the color collections, and then I ordered an extra set of the darkest brown, which is, I believe, 1866. So her skin tones, the colors are actually years, important years that mark different events in in 1866. That mark different important events in Black history. I know that one of them is the end of slavery. One of the years is when they ran. I must have bought 2 colors, and then I must have just ordered 1 extra of 1866, which is fine. when they won the right to vote, things like that. So I think that's really cool. And forgive me, Yamir, for not remembering what each date is. I am using those flosses on a piece of fabric by Bestitchme that does not have a name. And I am doing the His Name is Jesus pattern, which is actually a free pattern from Joyful Expressions Designs if you sign up for their newsletter. So I am almost at 90% done. I had hoped to get this done, but Thursday night I did not get to do my weekly Zoom with the girls. I went and did this thing with my mother. God bless. Bless her heart. So, I did work on this yesterday for a little bit because yesterday was Tammy's birthday. But again, somewhere over here, my count is slightly off. I don't think Tammy says she still thinks it's perfect. I think she's just being sweet. It will end up being totally fine, but that kind of it's not perfect. And I wish the color wasn't so blown out so that you guys could really see it. Maybe once Tammy gets it, Tammy's much better at pictures than I am. So maybe she'll get better pictures of it than I have been able to. Okay. So on Sundays, and I did work on it a bit today, but with interpreting, I was actually interpreting for 4 hours. And then was so exhausted, I came home and I took some pain meds for my hips and back, and I laid down for a little while. So I did not get as much done as I had hoped, but I did work on it because it's Sunday, and that's what Tina and I do. And that's the Sing a Song Sampler by Silver Creek Samplery. I am doing my own bright conversion. I got the box around me. I got the eye done, and then I start. It was supposed to be a name, but I haven't got name done. I call, and it will be myself. I love this. I love this piece. It just makes me happy. So we will continue to push to get that done. Okay. The other one that I worked on is my Whip Go Pull, besides Rosie, which we've already seen, is Jeep Van Gogh. And I put in another 500 plus stitches the other day on it. Up in here. So I am seeing progress on it. So I still owe it like 7 days from March and then 10 days for this month. So we will see this a lot this month. Hopefully we'll see a fair amount of progress on it. But all progress is good progress. And then I did do a little bit more. Did I do more after I showed this to you? I don't know if I worked on this last week or not, but that's where we are. It is still. Pandemic will come back in periodically this year. I don't know that Pandemic is not on my Whip Go board. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to get worked on. I mean, it still will. It just means that it's not my main focus this year, and that's okay. So that said, this next weekend is Easter, so things may be a little wonky. I don't know what we're doing. It will be low key, whatever we do. I have the kids' baskets almost done. I need a couple little things. I have court. I have lots of paperwork that needs to get done. And I have lots of resting to do. I'm trying to think, like, really and truly. So I'm just probably going to work on You know, I have the 2 whip go poles, and my Thursday night is his name is Jesus, and the sing a song sampler. Um, maybe I'll frog. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Um, we don't have, because the way I don't have any time off of school. It's not like I don't have classes on Friday, so yeah. So we'll see. Okay, so for those of us who are playing 52 card whip pickup, it is the 7 of spades. Yeah, 7 of spades. For me, that is the axolotl stuffy that I started for Bean. It wouldn't be bad to work on. So we'll see. I don't know. It's always nice to have something that's not always cross stitched to work on, in case I'm just not feeling in the stitchy mood. What I did figure out is, as much as I loved seeing the progress on the challenge last month, that was a lot to take on while still managing everything else. So, this month in Magical Stitches, the reading prompt, we're following the Creek quilt series and the other books by Jennifer Chiaverini, many of which I've already read and love. So that's not a hardship to me at all. This month for reading prompts, what we're doing is spelling out Round Robin, which is the book this month, and Elm Creek quilts. And it's, if you can tie in the letter to whatever you're stitching on, it's 200 stitches. If you can't, then you have to put 200 stitches into your oldest whip. If it's not your oldest whip, then you can put 300 stitches into something. Okay. So the other Thursday night, I saw my mom, and my mom gave me my oldest whip because she found it. Now she says she did the stitching. She did not do the stitching. And if my grandmother was here, she would assure you that my mother did not do the stitching. That this is mine. And the only part that my mother did, my mother may have helped with it. My mom did the ponytail that was supposed to be wrapped around a pencil, like when it was wet, so that it would dry and it would be a curl. Well, it is so old that the curl is gone out of her hair. And I'm not sure how to do that since it's now attached to her head. And then the other problem is my mother stored it in a plastic bag. And some of the blue dress flosses, it's like a weird embroidery, like it's not DMC. It's like this. I'll show you, and maybe somebody else will know. But it started to break. Now I have some more of the blue thread, but it's also supposed to be this, and I have the picture somewhere. Okay, here it is. Okay, it's a Jiffy Stitchery kit from Sunset Designs. It was $4. Does that tell you? So I think my mom was helping me, and I will say, I think she was helping me finish the dress because I have no idea what that stitch is. My mother did not, I don't have the directions, so this is all I have to go on. But if you see her ponytail is like a curl, okay. That's my girl. So I would really like to finish this. This is my oldest whip. I don't think that, because it is an embroidery kit, I think it was crewel work. Oh, it's 100% wool yarn. Somewhere in my world, there's a mounting board. I can tell you that's long gone. It was not in the bag my mother gave me. Um, it's on a metal spring hoop. Does this tell you? Like, really, truly. This is prime stuff here, y'all. Okay, so all she needs, I may just leave her ponytail straight since I did not have curly hair as a kid and whatever. Um, I've got to somehow figure out how to handle her dress situation. My mother was okay. So this is the bag she kept it in. With I have no idea like this, but my grandmother had old wood spools, and so like, may I have more of the thread because we wrapped it around the wooden spools. So I have like a handful of these really beautiful wooden spools that I will not part with because I know that these were my grandmother's. Yeah, Coates and Clark for 29 cents, y'all. Um, I don't know that that's enough blue to even finish it. Like, I don't know, and I don't know how to do the stitch because I have no idea what that is. Um, so this is technically my oldest whip because I was a very young child when I did that. If I take that whip off the plate, then the oldest whip I own are those ant placemats, which I suppose I should pull out and work on. But I don't know. I'm gonna try and make my whip go pieces. So Rosie and Jeep Van Gogh, or the Sing a Song sampler, or His Name is Jesus, fit into the Round Robin and Elm Creek quilts. And if not, I'll just still do the 300 stitches on them because really and truly I want to catch up on my whip go goals. And that's an easy way to, but I'm not going to freak out like if I don't get the extra magical stitches one done, whatever. It's fine. Um I did do my SMART goals for my class. Um and so yeah, there is some kicking around of my name sign. So I may have a new name sign. Well, I may have a name sign soon. The one that's been kicked around is K, and like this. So this is Law. If you so Law. So my name might be K because they always call me Lawyer Kelly. I'm Lawyer Kelly at school because our program director is Professor Kelly. So I'm Lawyer Kelly. So maybe my sign name, which I like. So that's kind of cool. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, I also want to work more on Summertime, my linen stitch. And then, so on Easter, just as you know, again, we don't come here because I am fluid in my thinking. I have ADHD. I am without meds right now. I ran out yesterday, and the pharmacy is trying to get them in. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, if I have time to pick them up, I can. On Easter, I am going to start these. I'm just going to do it on Ada that I have here, and I may just fill in the red because the red is significant in the Polish culture. It's important. So these are from Yasmin, Made with Love. She's got a shop on Etsy. She's also on Floss. She has a FLosstube, and she has an Instagram. She's wonderful. So these are going to be my Easter day start, I think. So they should go. Famous last words out of Kelly's mouth. They should go fairly quickly. We all know how that's going to turn out. We all know. It would go faster if I stitched them on red Ada, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So the only other order that I am waiting on at this moment is I'm debating ordering the our tiny town, tiny town. from Keepsakes. I really like it. But I'm like, do I need another pattern? Like, I need more patterns. Like, I need a hole in my head. And I already have holes in my head. But I really like it. And I love that you can kind of make it reflect your own town. I'm in love with a JBW Seaside Row, her alphabet. I didn't even know that JBW had alphabet rows like that. I love hers. So I like this Seaside Tiny Town. I like the JBW Seaside Alphabet. Oh, I don't really need more patterns. So we'll see. I'm Fortnight Fabrics is my fabric is in the production queue somewhere. It will get here and get used when it gets here. I'm not going to, like, I made the inquiry. They were gracious enough to post what they post. I feel horrible that he is getting hate mail about things. I can't imagine being in his situation and having to deal with all of that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to his Facebook page and read what you read. And get updated. It like so I oftentimes when I buy hand dyed fabric like that, I don't have a specific goal. Like, oh, I need this fabric for that. That's pretty. I can get it. I can afford it now. Let me grab it. And that's what I did then. Excuse me. And so right now that's the only order that I have outstanding. Like I said, I am debating the Our Town from Keepsakes and that. What kills me, okay, if it was just the pattern price, I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's the pattern is $10, which is not a bad price. Like that's not my problem. The pattern's not going to be even shipping until June. So is there a way, because I'm going to be in right there at Keepsakes essentially for StitchCon. So is there a way to just have them hold my package and I'll pick it up rather than paying $5.45 for shipping? Like, I'm not trying to be cheap, but that's like over half of the cost of the pattern just to ship it, and the pattern's only like it could fit in a little 5x7 output. Like, can't I just pick it up? If I could pick it up, I'd probably just pull the trigger and buy it just to have like again, not that I need another pattern, but so yeah, so with that said, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to upload this video as I go to bed and sleep. I have to be up bright and early because I need to print off some documents for court, and then I need to go to court for two. Like I said, I have the 2 hearings. I have to drop off the kids early, go to court, come back, pick up the kids, do my homework, get everybody dinner, and then we all go to class. And then I come home and I crash. So that's where we're at. So with that, if there's anything I can do, please reach out. As always, if you're looking for product endorsements, I love my almondMnM silks. I still am going to support Fortnight fabrics are great. Bestitchme fabric has been wonderful. And Hillbilly Candle Company thread wax makes me happy. And oh, I am expecting an order from them. And that's okay because I'm out of wax melts for my the ones I have around my house that make my house smell wonderful. Um, as far as home, I will say over Easter break, just because like I will probably tackle something around the house as far as either decluttering, organizing, or finishing another project. But really and truly, I am really focusing on just getting through whatever sinus infection crud is going, and um it may just be like really and truly, because here in Michigan we take back pop, you pay a deposit on your pop bottles, so it may just be taking back the pop bottles. That may be like the big cleaning out. Yeah. So with that said, I will let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. And if I don't see you before Easter and you celebrate, happy Easter. Um, I hope the Easter Bunny brings you lots of chocolate and goodness. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.